This is my review for Napoleon. You knew I was gonna go see it because it's a military type movie. You know, I was in the military. I had to go see this. I didn't seen and read stories on Napoleon. I didn't seen documentaries on Napoleon, but to see this movie in its totality, and the movie was phenomenal. Joaquin Phoenix did a phenomenal job. Stand out in this movie. Vanessa Kirby, stand out in this movie. Both of them did a phenomenal job. They did a great job capturing the character of Napoleon. Like he was exactly what I thought he would be. You know, it's not a lot of times you see movies on historical figures and you look at it and you go, man, that's exactly how I thought he would be. This is one of those movies. Now, it is something lacking in the movie, and that is a great battle scene. Like you see battles, and they good battles, and you learn a lot of details about Napoleon, about the time, about the culture throughout this movie, right? But the battles weren't epic. That was the one thing I thought it was lacking, right? I watched the entire movie and they did a great job within the battles capturing the emotion of a man if he was battling in war, right? They did a great job with that. So you see how people are reacting to having to take somebody out. You see how people are reacting to people around them passing away, right? They captured those emotions great. But as far as the actual fighting, it wasn't like an epic battle in this. That's the one thing that I felt like it was lacking because I was looking forward to that element. It wasn't a military movie like Devotion or Red Tails where I watch it, or even Top Gun, where I watch it and I go, okay, you're gonna get some great, exciting scenes, but I already know going forward they dealing with planes. It shouldn't be like no epic ground battle. This is Napoleon, right? I'm thinking Save It Private Ryan. I'm thinking Game of Thrones. I'm thinking we gonna see an epic battle throughout it. And we seen battles and they were good, but it just wasn't epic to me. Now, some things I learned about Napoleon. One, very flawed man, right? I knew that beforehand, but I didn't know he wifed a smut. And I'm saying smut for YouTube purposes, okay? Because I don't want to use any type of profanity. All right. So he wifed a smut, a straight smut. When the first time he see her, she's with another man, and the man that she's with is with another woman. She's a smut. In all ways, she's a smut. He wifes her, then submits to her. So I go, whoa, you wifed her and then submit to her. I'm in there cringing watching this. I'm like, yo, he don't got it all. I know whenever a man chooses a smut. So if a man work his way up to the top, oh man, do all the hard work, the hard labor, the fighting, however he do it, he work his way up to the top. And then he chooses a smut to be his wife. He don't got it all. He is not who you think he is. We seen this in real life in today's time. I seen a man, an entertainer. I don't want to get too personal, but I seen an entertainer, a musician, work his way up to the top. I said, man, he the one. Nope. When he worked his way up to the top, he chose a woman that is a smut. Her perception was a smut. The first time I ever seen her, she was on a flick with another entertainer. All right. This is the woman he chose. When that happened, I knew, yeah, he's gonna fall eventually. You know, and not saying he gonna hit the ground, but a lot of the deals that he once had, he don't have anymore. You know, he's doing things where you look and go, why he doing that? Having emotional outrages and stuff like that. Well, you can predict it all about a woman that a man chooses, because a man do have to ask for a woman to marry him before she can say, yeah, a man got to say, hey, do you want to marry me? If he chooses a smut, don't be following him. He don't got it all. Now, something he did great as a person was not leading in second command. That was something you can take away from this, because it was a point where people recognized he knew what he was doing when it comes to having these battles, but they wanted him, the guy that was the leader, wanted him to basically tell him what to do. So the guy that was in charge wanted Napoleon to tell him what to do, but Napoleon ain't in charge. He's second in charge. Napoleon say, yo, I'm not going to be leading from number two. You're going to have to make me number one. That's a great thing that you should take away from it, because if you on your job and you the person that's doing everything, that's telling people what to do, but you know you are technically number two, eventually you can't do it real quick. You can't make one decision and then be like, I need to be number one. But if you're doing it consistently, maybe it's time for you to go to somebody or go to the number one person like, hey, I'm about to, try to come up. I want to be the lead person. I've been doing a job, you know. And if it's a situation where you can go to somebody else or somebody can vote you in, then you need to let them know that situation. So that was something that you could really take away from this that I noticed. I said, okay, that was something great. Now, they depicted him getting exiled phenomenally, right? Because he did get exiled a couple times. They show how he came back, which was pretty good. Like how he was able to just come back out of exile. It's crazy that he was able to do that. Then the next time they exiled him, it was like, nah, you ain't coming back from this. Ain't no way. And it's funny to me because it's like, why they didn't just take him out? Because that's what I would have did. I'm like, yo, nah, I just got to get rid of this guy. The second time, after the first time, it's like, no, he has to go. I can't let this guy come back, but he was able to go and come back again. You're like, he done came back again on him. That's crazy. Other things I noticed in the movie was how they started the battles. Now, I remember being younger watching Saving Private Ryan and thinking, yo, these dudes are just going to try to run up this sand and attack them going straight at them. Why they don't like bomb them first? Why they don't do something first? Like, this ain't no good idea. A lot of people will lose their life. In this, they take it to the next step, right? Because think about all the people you can be out on the battlefield in these times, right? You can be the guy on the horse. That means you somebody, right? You can be somebody that's on the front line, but they got weapons. Or you can be the worst possible people out there. And that is these dudes with the drums. I said, yo, why do they got dudes out there with drums? Picture if you signed up to the military. You ain't gonna be on the cannons. You ain't gonna even have a pistol. You get to play the drums while the battle is going on. So that means it's people next to you with rifles shooting at them. They shooting back at you, and you are in the middle going. Doop, 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 doop. I'm like, yo, who wants to be that position? Who wants to be them dudes? Like, think about it. Everything is going on, and you playing the drums. I say, yo, this is crazy. It's no way. I would have been a deserter. It's no way. I would have been like, all right, yeah, I'm going to sign up for the battle and I'm going to do the drums while the battle going on. Ain't no way. If they'd have told me that's my position, nah, I'm good. Y'all can have it, dog. Y'all got it. They also show the culture of the times, right? Because now the smut that he originally chose, she couldn't have kids, right? So, I mean, she'd been passed around all throughout her life. She can't have kids. She was older. He enjoyed her company, right? They enjoyed each other, but she couldn't have kids. And you see, Napoleon was really about the country first. That's one thing you learn about him too. He's about France. He was about his country, you know, all the way. Because when he had to make that tough decision, he didn't want to make it, but he chose a younger girl. He chose a real young girl too. You go, whoa, like, come on, dog. You couldn't just, wait a little bit. Even when he was trying to propose to get the younger girl, it was like, golly, but these are the times. Now we learn about his flaws when it comes to the woman he chose, but then we also learn about his flaws in the battlefield. And he was a person that did a lot of great things, but he'll make one crucial mistake. Right? He made a crucial mistake. I think it was in Russia when he tried to go through the winter to keep his attack on. That was crucial. He should have just turned around and went back, because that's not nothing that your people will be able to survive. They're not gonna be able to survive the winter. All right. And he lost a lot of men. I think over 400,000 people he lost trying to survive a winter, which was the worst mistake he could have made. Because that's what got him exiled. That's what really got him exiled, because he lost too many people. His ego got control of him because he got played. He was able to make it up to a certain point, but then when he got to, I think Moscow, it was some city he got to, the people had fled and then they just burnt down the city with his troops in it. So it's like, oh, okay, so y'all just gonna burn the city. Nobody gonna be here. Y'all just gonna leave, abandon your city and burn it down when I come. All right, I'm gonna keep going. When he should have turned around. So you see his ego getting out of control. Did have another push. It was a big push. And in this situation, so that was the first big push that he had, right? Well, he had other big pushes, but this was like a major push that he lost when he tried to go through that winter. Another big push is when he came back from exile. He was getting strong. He had got a lot of people behind him, right? So he's getting stronger. He got people behind him, but the cards just wasn't in his favor. That's literally what it was. He had the great strategy, but the cards just wasn't in his favor. And sometimes it play out like that. Sometimes people make the wrong decisions, and this is what I took away from it. Sometimes you can make the wrong decisions, but then sometimes cards just ain't in your favor, because he made all the right decisions, and what happened to him was the environment got him again. At first it was the cold weather, then it was the rain, right? So he want to make his attack. He's right across to make his attack, and he's trying to make the attack before more people could come help the people he's fighting against. But he wasn't able to make the attack because of the weather. It was raining. So he had to wait out the rain. And that's what got him. That's what did him in. Again, the weather got him. Now, on this channel, we do 7 points, 7 stars when we rate the movies. And this movie was pretty great. Like, you're going to watch it and go, this is a pretty good movie, pretty great movie. The only thing it was missing was some epic battles. That was the only real thing it was missing. But other than that, they really captured the culture. They really captured the time. The look of it was great too. And for those reasons, I'm going to give it a 6.0. I can't go no higher than that because of the type of movie and what my expectations was. Now you might see it and say, yo, this is an A+ movie, because there was a lot of good in this movie. I just wish they had more epic battles. But y'all go out, check it out. I know I talked about some stuff in the movie, but if you studied Napoleon, you should know like a lot of the details about what happened. You really just going to see the movie to see how they captured it. So go check it out. Let me know what you think about it. Put it down in the comments. And as always, y'all be easy, be safe. Peace.